Former President Trump refused to answer questions in a civil deposition on Wednesday, just 2 days after the FBI searched his Florida home. The developments have his allies vowing to wage political warfare against opponents in Congress and law enforcement. Robert Costa has more from New York.
How do you feel, Mr. Trump? How do you feel?
Former President Trump Wednesday invoked the Fifth during a 4-hour videotape deposition in a New York State investigation into his business practices. New York State Attorney General Letitia James's office wrote that James will pursue the facts and the law wherever they may lead. Trump insisted he had no choice but to decline to answer questions and that he did nothing wrong. But taking the Fifth is something he has previously criticized.
If you're innocent, why are you taking the Fifth Amendment?
CBS News legal analyst Ricky Kleeman says Trump's decision was understandable.
Any lawyer worth his or her salt would have told Donald Trump that it was essential for him to invoke his Fifth Amendment privilege.
Still, Trump faces other ongoing investigations. Criminal probe led by the Manhattan District Attorney into his businesses there, and a Fulton County, Georgia District Attorney on his efforts to overturn the state's 2020 election results. Meanwhile, Trump and GOP allies continue to lash out at the FBI over its search of his Florida home earlier this week.
Look, this is the DOJ run amok.
Pennsylvania Congressman Scott Perry spoke out last night about the FBI seizing his cell phone Tuesday. His lawyer says he is not the target of the probe.
Now, the president's house was raided Monday. Do you think they're linked?
Right. I think all of this is linked.
Trump-appointed FBI Director Christopher Wray declined to comment on the Trump search, but had this to say about the recent rise of threats against the Justice Department.
Again, violence against law enforcement is not the answer, no matter what anybody's upset about.
The Florida judge who signed off on the FBI warrant has been facing a wave of violent threats on right-wing social media sites where users have published his personal information and threatened his family.